All right, everyone, good morning. I have my coffee. It is Sunday. We're getting back on this train. Let's talk about what happened on Bad Blood last night. The Hell in a Cell match. One, shocked it was the opener. Two, set the tone for the whole rest of the night. Like, 100% best decision ever. I thought some of the things were unnecessary. I'm not a fan of headshots, especially with all we know. So the headshot with the toolbox, it was kind of but it did what it had to do. I have not seen, and someone who watched a little bit more in the late 20 teens, if you could help me here, because I wasn't watching then, I haven't seen that much blood. I can't, like, in a long time. I mean, like, maybe Mick Foley era time. With that said, great match. I think it was a definitive end to this feud. I loved even like the storytelling even after the match of how much they had physically put their bodies through. Just loved that detail in it. Loved the beats. Loved the beats. I like saw the bag and I was freaking out because I thought we were getting thumbtacks because I am a Mick Foley fan. And then when it was the beats, it was even better. It was like even more because it was something I wasn't even thinking. I loved it. Great moment. The towel, like I heard people really annoyed with the towel. I personally thought the towel was because there was so much blood. They're like, we cannot re-show these clips on Raw. You need to like get rid of some of this blood. That was my personal opinion. So I didn't mind the towel spots, but overall, amazing match. I would love to know if the spots with the first table were supposed to go like that, or if that table just broke. The gimmick table just broke and they had to do something else with it. That was something else I'm really curious about. Overall, though, just great match. I also loved about this match. Sorry, I'm taking so much time on this match because it was a Hell in a Cell match using the cell what it's designed to do, which is to keep all the carnage inside. And I kind of like that. You don't always have to jump off the top of it. You don't always have to jump through it. You can just use it for its purpose, which is to like keep the hellish action in one spot. All right. Damian Priest, Finn Balor. I had predicted Finn was going to win. So happy Damian won. Great match. Love Damian. Love the interference. Love him taking out everyone. I just was very pleasantly surprised. I guess my question really is where they're going next with Damian. Like, are they done with Judgment Day? From the press conference, it sounds like he might not be. But I am very interested to see where he's going to go next and why and what that means for him and Rhea. Because I do still love them as a duo. And I feel like them being in each other's corner, I could do forever. That's just me. Speaking of that, we then went to Bayley and Nia Jax. It was a good match. I mean, I don't like Nia Jax that much, quite honestly. I'm not loving her as, like, she's believable as I'm a smush everyone heel, but then it's kind of like, okay, so, but where else do we go with you from there? I just feel like I don't have anything else to, like, believe is her next goal or believe. She's kind of like, I'm here, I'm, like, gonna do what I want. Like the little angle with Tiffany. I thought we were going to get a Tiffany turn last night. We didn't fully get it, but we were definitely still hinting at it. So curious to see where that would happen. Maybe a Crown Jewel. I just want to talk about that real quick. Crown Jewel, that announcement. I'm not a fan of a lot of titles, but I mean, I'm sure it's going to be like the speed title where you actually don't see it that often. So I'm like going to be okay with it. I like the idea of champion versus champion. I just don't think they have to get a freaking belt. And, you know, I think the crowd reaction, my husband's like, wow, like they love Triple H. We all love Triple H. Triple H, thank you for taking over creative. But I was like, no one's really cheering about this. I'm like, well, because it's kind of like a concept. And personally, like, I'm still not the hugest fan of the Saudi Arabia connection. So I think that's what you were getting in that announcement. Love the Goldberg angle. Love it, love it, love it. If we get one more match with Goldberg versus Gunther, I would be like, chef's kiss. So that was a really cool, like, little nod moment. Loved all of the legends. Loved seeing Lillian. Loved having Samantha sing and then Lillian being there. Loved seeing them all. Loved seeing Jacqueline. I was really curious where Lita was because she's also from Atlanta and she owns a house there still. So, like, why wasn't she there? Otherwise, though, loved seeing all the legends. Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. I love this match. I did not love the finish. I'm not like, I just feel like they keep trying to make uh Raquel. It's like trying to make something fetch. I feel like it's like trying to make Raquel hit and trying to make Raquel popular in some way, in some form, and no one really cares. I'm sorry, Raquel. It is nothing against you as a person. I just don't understand you being inserted into this, other than you were tag team partners with both of them. And clearly you're taking Liv Morgan's side. So, like, they're adding to Judgment Day, also, which I'm not a big fan of, but I'll go with it. I'll see what happens. I just want Rhea Ripley to have that title back. Like, come on. So where are they going next with that storyline is what I want to know. Because I don't know. I feel like we need another beat, and I don't know what that beat's going to be. And like, what now? She's gonna have to face Raquel before she can face Liv again. I don't know. I love Rhea, and I trust Triple H, so I will stick it out for this. But all I have to say is they're trying to make Raquel happen, and it's just not happening. Okay, I'm sorry. It's nothing against her. It's just not happening in my mind. Okay, main event. So much to talk about this main event. Amazing. Jimmy's back. So happy Jimmy's back. Was asking where Jimmy was on Monday. What does that mean though for him and Jay? They're on different shows though. I do know that. Don't come for me there, but just curious if they're gonna work Jay into the storyline at all. Also, love the Jimmy comeback. Loved his role in it. Loved that it was Jimmy that made him go help Cody at the end. Because I think that they're keeping those question marks in your brain about Roman and Cody. And we know, like, every time Roman held that belt, like when he picked up that, just great moments. Great moments. So happy about that. But again, this has now caused issues. Like, I thought we were going to get a KO turn. We did not get the KO turn. That's okay with me. It's coming. We all know it's coming. We all know Randy Orton's turning. But I thought the match itself was great. I think all the players did well. I think the ending was phenomenal. Jimmy coming back, I thought was a big surprise. And then we all know the music hit and the final boss walked out. And the 1, 2, 3, curious about that. And then, like, I also, like, I don't know what this was. It was like a jazz movement to me. That's my one complaint about the Rock's part, is this movement. I might have been a little loopy by then, though, guys. The thing I clearly means he's coming for Roman and he's coming for Cody and probably Jimmy too for whatever happened. So is he siding with the Solo Sikoa part? Is that who Solo has really been in his ear this whole time? Is Rock using Solo as a pawn to get what he really wants? I don't know. I think they're starting to set up for Survivor Series though. Bloodline versus Bloodline. I am here for that. My question is though, where does that leave Cody? Because that is always my question. Every time The Rock comes back and steals like the big spotlight, it's like, okay, where's Cody in all this? Because I am a Cody crybaby. Cody's my boy. What is next for him? If they're going Bloodline versus Bloodline, where does that leave Cody? And who is he facing? Is it Kevin? Is it Randy? Is that where we're going next? Curious to see that. Also, just an interesting thing. Curious what you guys thought about it. They had Cody come out before Roman. And usually the champion would, in a tag team, it should have been the champion out last. So I thought that was a little telling. I thought that was a little interesting. I don't know if it was a logistic thing because he had the band and then they had the orchestra and there's a whole big, that's a lot of production that I don't understand how they make that all happen in the best way. Like, they do it great. But curious about that. Curious about when we're going to see The Rock again. And curious is still, where is Paul Heyman? Where is Paul? We need Paul back. All right. Hope you enjoy it. Let me know your thoughts on Bad Blood. And I will be back on Tuesday morning for my thoughts on Raw. a 2 hour Raw. This will be interesting.